What's up, guys? Joe at Odyssey Off-Road here. I am just about home from a long day. Drove up about an hour, 45 minutes ride, hour and 40 minutes one way, and then back. We did about 38 miles today on the bike. I got the Husqy in the bed, TE150 that we just picked up on the channel. If you guys haven't seen that already, go back and check out my last couple of videos. We did some single track and some double track stuff. And then there was a couple play areas we fooled around in, but I recorded all the single track only for you. The battery died right before the end of the single track, right when I was going to about end the video anyway. We were about to hop on double track and I was going to end the video there. So it died just shy of that. So I got pretty much all of it on camera for you. So hopefully I'll put together a really nice video here coming up after me rambling. We rode with Scott, who you've seen on the channel with his TE300 Heritage, and then this guy Mike. He just started uploading some content to YouTube recently. He just bought a brand new Beta 350 Race Edition, and he also has a Husqvarna TX300. It's a 2017 carb model. That's what he had today. So we had 3 Husqvarnas on the trail. There was some nice single track stuff, man. This TE150 really impressed me a lot. I mean, it's you guys will see. It shocked me how good it is, and I wouldn't say it was really hard. Like if you're a really good rider, a lot of experience, you know, B level or up, you're gonna be like, whatever. You know, it was a fun day for sure. You know, regardless, I think you would have thought it was a fun ride, but you wouldn't have felt it was too challenging for you. Now, if you're like a C level rider or something, or entry level, like if I was as a beginner, like when I first started riding, I never would have been able to do this trail. So I don't know what I'd consider myself, maybe C level. Maybe at this point, but it was challenging enough to keep it fun, but it wasn't like over the top where you risk killing yourself. I only wiped out once, just one time, so got that on camera for you. It wouldn't be a fun video if I didn't, you know, eat it at least once a ride. So got to do that for you guys, keep it entertaining, man. But the bike was awesome. We blazed down this one section of wash too, like rocky wash. Flipped it in a green map and then just let the pipe sing. That bike is awesome in that stuff. It's like 2 different bikes from the green map to the white map. It's got a lot of 2-stroke like snap and hit in the green map, and in the white map you can just kind of lug it through the single track. It just loves going slow, loves it. Just lugs everywhere. Really good. So I was really impressed with that. Almost barely need to feather the clutch even on like some of these drop downs and then straight up a hill. Climbing out of a wash and stuff, and it, like, you can almost come to a stop and it doesn't stall at second gear, and then just give it a fistful of throttle and just pulls up. Really good. I was super impressed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't. And this is Joe at Odyssey Off-Road. So let's get to the video. What's up, guys? Here we are on the bikes. Got Mike leading us on his TX300, and Scotty, the body behind us, on his beautiful Heritage. Seems like it would actually be fun for some quads out here.
So this is like a really fast section, but there's a couple of washes that got created.
Okay.
If you see me slamming on the brakes, that's why.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Hey Scott, I hope this thing isn't too loud being in front of you.
Yeah, I should have brought ear protection. It's so quiet.
really nice up here, though, I tell you. Through the trees a little bit. Oh, watch out for them cactus. Remember, guys, I don't really ride single track, so just staying on the 8-inch rut is hard enough for me. Rock on the little ups and downs. Getting lazy with the sitting. I gotta get back on my feet. Sometimes when I'm not sure what's ahead of me, I tend to get like insecure about my riding, and I sit, which is probably the wrong thing to do. I know it's the wrong thing to do, but that was probably the most challenging hill to date. Not that it was a big hill, but up on a turn in the loose. Definitely baby steps here. That was a scary one, man. I got to change my underwear after that one. Scott's going down this and then up. I'm going to take the bypass. Yep, that's why I didn't want to do it. That was a close one, Scotty. All right, I'm going to record these guys doing it. This is Mike. He's coming down and going up. He's done this a bunch of times, so he knows the technique for it. Actually, doesn't look as bad from down here. Mike's showing us how it's done here. Oh, he just crawled it right over that. Nice. That's the harder way out right there. Got a good clutch control. Scotty's gonna try it again, coming down from this way. Well, he made the trail wider for us. That was good, a little slip of the clutch there instead of downshifting. I'm learning something, I guess. A single track is very difficult. I've never done it before. I am just not experienced at all. This is all elevation changes. I don't know if the camera's picking up any of this, but it's all up, down, turning. It's not all flat, just so you know at home. It's hard to tell with the cameras. Those of you who know, it's like everything looks flat. Even the biggest hills look like anthills sometimes. It's just the way the camera is. This 150 is teaching me to feather the clutch though, I tell you that much. Because what'll happen is, if you go down a gear sometimes it'll be too lively, the back tire. So you kind of want to keep it in a little bit of a higher gear, but then you have to feather the clutch a little bit. So I can see why they say it really makes you a better rider. Riding a 150 for a while. There's an up and a right, see? I bet you the camera made that look flat, but if you can listen to the sound of the bike, you can tell I was going up there. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, she looks pretty decent, man, this bike. Going up here. I'm in third. I didn't even downshift or to clutch it. I'm gonna try doing this same thing here, down this little bit, and then up in third. This is actually really scenic though, it's nice, you know? It doesn't have to be really challenging to have a good time. Just a little bit of stuff like this. And you're going through some different scenery, makes it for a fun time. That's what it's all about, man. Just getting out here, have a good time, not getting hurt, kill yourself. Nothing to prove, man. We're not pros. You really got to quick shift this bike because it doesn't have a ton of over rev, this 150. It's all mid-range and some low torque. Other than that, there's no top. It doesn't have a ton of top end. It's not a 125. You can hear it break up once you start getting to the top end. It's done. But that's why I bought it. You know, it's for trail riding, so. Second gear that was from a dead stop, that hill. Not that it's a big hill, but still, the loose rock and stuff. I'm telling you, the 150 is pretty good. Look at these butterflies, my God. Where the hell they all come from? Must be a little bit of water around here. When it gets wet, they stop and drink. You'll see tons of them. that's a nice one, man. Nice little hill. Just enough challenging for me. Blew that turn, but it's gonna happen. Got rookie hour here. My main goal is to stay on both wheels when I'm riding, so if I accomplish a ride doing that, I'm good. Getting lazy again with the sitting. Scott behind me then? Yep, there he is. Some of these two-strokes, when you're going slow, you don't, they're very quiet. Can't tell if somebody's behind you. Like a four-stroke thumper, you get hear the guy behind you. No clutch here, second gear. On that loose. That's nice, man. Really controllable.
You're doing good, man. Like some of those were pretty rutted coming down. I know those are your favorite.
Oh yeah, the rutted downhills are my favorite. I am noticing a little bit the Brake Tech brakes. They stop great, but I noticed the difference between these and the Brembos that I had on the 250. In my initial ride review, I said I couldn't really feel much difference, but the difference is not so much the stopping power. They stop great, but they'll lock up a lot easier than the Brembos did. There's a little bit more sorry, I had to stop talking on that spot. The Brembos, you have more of a area to feather the brakes before they lock up. The Brake Techs lock up a lot quicker. They remind me of the Nissan brakes. So if you're familiar with the Nissan brakes on the Betas or the Yamahas, they feel like those. They lock up a lot quicker. So easy for me to get used to because I have, you know, experience on the Yamahas. So, and I had the Beta. I only had the Brembos on that one bike on that my 250 Husky. So, but that is the difference I've noticed. Enough of that. Looks like we're going down into a wash here. My biggest thing I need to work on is turning and having confidence in the front tire, because I get sketched out in a turn, especially when they're loose. And then with the single track, if you overshoot the turn, it's easier to wash out because all the rocks get pushed to the outside. So that's what's almost happened to me a couple times. It's actually what happened to me in my video where I rode at one time where I wiped out on my WR. That was the first gear because I was at the bottom there from the stop. Click it back up in a second. Second gear is way more controllable. First gear really is short. Alright, I was in third there. Don't want to be in third. Not on this. That's the one thing with the 150. You can get away with being in third gear and coming really slow on the bigger bikes, the 250s and 300s, but you got to get down to second on the 150 because it's not going to stall in third, but you're gonna not go nowhere. It's gonna sound like a chainsaw stuck in the tree. This is beautiful over here, back here, man. Thank you so much, Mike, for taking us here today, dude. Showing us around. This is a great time. Absolutely awesome. Don't forget to check out some of his videos, guys. He's new to YouTube. He's just started uploading, so, you know, be patient. Quality always is experimental in the beginning when you first start a channel, but he's a really good guy. Check out his channel. He's got some nice bikes. And he does a lot of stuff like this. And that was nice right there. I was a little nervous about that little uphill with all those big rocks, big loose rocks. And it just chugged right up. Finds traction really well. Up this hill here, little windy uphill. Nice. Man, this 150 is really surprising how well it does. I think that a lot of people are like, they rag on them. And that because they ride bigger bikes, they're very experienced, but even I've seen a lot of experienced guys just say that the 150s are an absolute blast. But you know, some people have a ego, so I guess the better of us. It's a manly thing, I get it. And those are the people that have the 150s though. Every review I've seen of people that have 150s long term, they love them. They have nothing bad to say about them. I mean, obviously you're not gonna have the same capability as the bigger bikes, but they're really good bikes for what they are. There's a tough one here. Turning up. Oh no, yeah. Honestly, I think this 150 is helping me and stuff like that. You just don't get out of control. You just chug right up. Alright, it might be a little tricky one here. Alright. Woo! That branch smacked me right in the head. Coming up over that ledge. Somebody's got to come back here with some clippers and trim that one. Oh, like, dude, this thing is really impressing me. I keep looking at some of these uphills, and I go, oh my god. And the bike just choo-choos right up it. Loose rock. Whoa. Oh yeah. Get lively quick. Take the hard line, Joe, why don't you? little chunky downhill here. So she's lively in the green map. Wait for Scotty to body. Make sure he just sees us, that's all. Not worried about him. But sometimes you lose somebody and then it's like, where the hell everybody go? That was good. Man, this bike's so good. That's where I mess up. Alright, get off the track. Yeah, so you get off that, you get out of that rut, and then you get bounced over to the side of the trail, and then before you know it, you're on a cactus. Whew, that was a close one. Whew. Yeah, I'm fine. Whew. We're good. I bounced out of that rut. I'm good. almost made it throughout the day without eating shit. So I guess once ain't so bad, huh? Did a lot of single track today, and it wasn't that bad actually. It just a fall. It probably looked worse on camera. So now we're gonna mosey our way out the rest. And get back to the trucks. Staying on the track, man, you gotta really ride single track a lot. And you know, obviously comes with experience, but man, when you get off the line, bad stuff happens. That's what happened on that hill. Just what I just did right there is I came out of the rut and, you know, accidentally I got bounced out of it, or my front tire came out. I don't remember. I'm off the back of the tape, but and then that's it, man. It's game over sometimes. You lose traction real fast when that happens. Especially where it's all this loose rock stuff. What I have a bad habit of doing is panicking too, and I grab front brake too much, and then that's how you eat shit. On my quads, I'll just stomp on the rear, but you're a lot more planted and stable on four wheels. When I'm on the two wheels, sometimes I can't reach that foot brake, and instinctually I just grab the front, and then you wash out the front tire. So if you're new and you're learning, learn from me there. Don't do that stuff. Up, side, down, and a left. So yeah, just came out of that rut again. Almost did it again. Whew. I think I'm getting tired too. That's part of the... That's a chunky uphill right there. A lot of big rock. So when the battery dies, if it dies, before we make it back, then that's the end of the video. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Yeah, so as soon as you climb out of that rut there, that's where you got to stay on it. Stay in it, I should say. You don't want to get on the edge. It's got a little buzz in it, just so you guys know. I mentioned it in my initial impressions video, but when you get mid-speed, mid-RPMs, you'll feel a little buzz in the pegs. It's not bad. Really nothing in the handlebars, just a little bit in the pegs you'll feel it, because it's not counterbalanced to 150, so just be aware if you're looking at them. It's not enough it's going to bother you, honestly. If you're really sensitive, I mean, maybe, but I've ridden 4-strokes with more vibration, to be quite honest. So. I tell you, when you wipe out, it takes a little bit to get your mojo back. Not that I got too much going on a normal basis, but when you wipe, you kind of lose your feeling for the trail. Nice, got a little cactus needle on my knee. Making our way through all the cactus farm over here we got. We don't want to get hit with any more of this stuff. I just pulled a needle out of my leg a minute ago. Well, up this hill here. That was a nice clean one because no loose rock. A little bit of clutch there. No clutch there.